Hello. So, how to get ahead with content quality and how to win against competitors and drive more traffic to your website. So, in every SERP, obviously, brands are competing with content. We know in 2023, AI, ChatGPT has absolutely rocketed in popularity. So, how do you get ahead with content in, let's be honest, a crowded website, crowded internet? So, I'm going to share an example. So, website heat map tool. Now, we know this is going to be quite competitive. It's a software, a SaaS tool, and people want to rank for it. It's a retainer tool, and it's going to drive revenue for whoever ranks. So Hotjar at the moment is ranking. Now, we know they're going to be driving links to this. So, for example, they've got 136 links. If we look at, which one was that then? Heatmap.com, which drove 1,059 links. Now, this is clear that links here are not everything. Okay, these, to be fair, these might be 1,059 poll links. But the important thing is now is content. So what some of these brands might be trying is AI content, where they'll come in and say, right, how do we cover this topic? Do we just blast content in? And around the topic, or do we hope it ranks? The more AI content, the more content we have, i.e., we've got topical authority. Now, it doesn't really work like that. So, how do we get ahead? The big one for me is the document template, i.e., the design of your template, UX, and also topical authority and how you integrate that customer journey. Now, we can see people also ask, so if a website heat map tool, what they need to do is obviously cover this. So what I'm going to do is open this. It says what it is: protect user privacy, more ways to understand your user, bit of credibility, and FAQs on the page. Okay, so they've explained what it is. It's a nice clean UX. They've got different divs here, different sections to say exactly what it is, and they provide all four tools. So they've linked to the tour that explains what it is, how it works, and the benefits, etc. So they're starting to cover that customer journey where they're providing exactly what it is, and of course, if we go on resources, they've got a wealth of content. So, for example, guides. They've got so much content around it that's understanding that user's journey and what they want to know, which is super important. What we need to get away from is just putting baseline content into a page and hoping it ranks, because it's not going to work. Let me open another one. So mouse flow. If we go on theirs, a demo for how it works. Get rid of that. 6 website heat map tools in one. Basically the benefits and how it works. Friction scores for heat map. Pinpoint user maps. Users need instantly. How it works again. Conversions and questions. Dive into the connected features. So you can actually go and view the features. And again, FAQs that cover the journey. So this is why it's super important now to start to look at, what's needed to rank. If we look at that, we can see, it might say it's difficult, but as a brand, we can be coming in now and saying, right, we need these custom document templates that's explaining. We can see that these websites are very similar. Let's go back into divs, image, content, image, content. I think this is almost exactly the same. Yeah, they've obviously copied each other, or one's copied the other, and then driving links to that, but covering that journey. And then what else we need to be looking at now is entity. So if we go back up, images, Hotjar's obviously up in that, eye tracking, Google Analytics, UX design. This is what I'm talking about. Super important. Visitors. UI, UX, UI design, free heat map, Hotjar heat map. usability, etc. So we know exactly what Google is looking for and what's needed. Then if I was working on a website now, I'd be coming in and looking at, what are they talking about in the first instance. So using a tool like Text Razor. So heat maps, this is being picked up as an entity here, normalized entity ID, heat map, Wikipedia link, Freebase ID. So we can see the entities, what's being pulled, what's understood, especially in the Freebase ID, and then start to look at A/B testing, which is obviously another entity, and start to understand what's being configured straight away in this content. Same again here. Let's go back, edit text. There's so many tools online now, like Phrase, Surfer SEO, but instead of these just going to Surfer and doing the same optimized content, start to look at how you can better your template to match the customer's journey. Instead of all doing the same thing, which is what a lot of brands are doing now. A lot of brands will be pushing out AI content, putting into Surfer SEO, optimizing the keywords, and then pushing it back, which is obviously, it becomes all doing the same strategy. Again, heat map experience, heat maps, homepage, user experience. Homepage is obviously a big one because you're going to be optimizing that for the journey. So understand what's needed for the journey, understand what your templates, how they need to be structured, use a tool like a heat mapping tool to test and start to really cover that customer journey. Look at entities, use tools like Phrase, Inlinks, just to get an idea on them related entities and what needs to rank. But start to understand what the content you're putting on your page. Just build out the relevancy and look at ways you can get away from what every other person is doing. Obviously, Google wants a certain sort of template up there. We can see this is what they're looking for. So how can we build value on top of that? And that's the sweet spot within it. So yeah, content in 2023 is obviously becoming more difficult. ChatGPT 4 is looming on us and it's going to rocket the amount of content that's been smashed in Google. So, but this gives opportunity for brands to step away from all that and do something better for the customer. Instead of brands looking at Google looking at the brands need to look at the customer and decide how we can better that customer. And that's how we'll win in 2023. Peace out and follow the channel, man. I'll be putting out some more content soon. So yeah, awesome. Any questions, ping them to me. I'm active on LinkedIn. Speak soon.